Hi, my name is Grace Humphrey and I'm from Baxter Springs High School. Today I'm going to try to persuade you not to attend zoos, circuses, and aquariums. When I was little, I used to love attending circuses, zoos, and aquariums because as far as my 7-year-old self knew, the animals were happy and treated with amazing care. Unfortunately, that is not the case for most places like that. I slowly learned exactly what those places were like as I grew up. To quote Rachel Carson, the more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction. Keeping wild animals in captivity can cause them depression, stress, illness, and even death. To help you better understand the reality of them, I've gathered research to help back up my speech. Some facts about circuses. Most circus animals live in small cages. For example, some of the measurements of the cages are 4 feet by 5 feet by 6 feet. The animals are also forced to eat, sleep, travel, and defecate in these small places. They are mostly traveling in these small cages for up to 50 weeks a year. Standard training methods include burning bears' front paws to keep them dancing. The trainers will also muzzle and chain bears / big cats in order to break their spirits. Sometimes animals' teeth are removed in order to make them more trainable, further contributing to the animal's helplessness. A trainer from Royal Hanford Circus admitted to the USDA that he keeps chimps in solitary confinement so they will be more motivated to perform when let out. Training tools used consist of bull hooks, metal pipes, hot shots, and whips, jagged wooden sticks, electric shock collars, as well as fists, elbows, and knees. Trainers use brute force to maintain a position of dominance through fear. All of these are from www.apnm.org. An undercover video of Carson and Barnes Circus showed trainers attacking elephants with electric prods and bull hooks until they screamed. Trainers are instructed to sink the pointed hook into the elephant's flesh until they scream in pain, but to conceal the beatings from the public. Arthritis and other joint problems are very common in circus animals, caused by their forced immobility. Also, stress-based alignments such as ulcers also plague circus animals. Abusive training techniques, lack of socialization and other stimuli, and constant confinement often causes animals to become so stressed that they become dangerous, lashing out at trainers and spectators. Since 1990, elephants alone have injured over 130 people and have killed 65 people while in captivity. Other animals have also been responsible for injury and deaths and are usually shot or otherwise killed after the attack. The statistics since 1990. Captive big cats have killed 51 people, injured 170, and 82 of the cats have been killed because of the attacks. Bears have killed 14 people, 8 of which were children, have injured 40, and 26 of the bears were killed because of the attacks. Primates alone have only killed 2 humans, injured 140, and 450 primates have been killed because of the attacks. Animals that have become too old or disobedient can be permanently relegated to cages, sold to zoos, roadside attractions, game farms to be hunted for their meat, research laboratories, or private individuals. The Animal Welfare Act provides legal protection for circus animals, but these standards are minimal and are rarely enforced. Some facts about zoos. Most animals confined in zoos are not endangered, nor are they being prepared for release into natural habitats. In fact, it is nearly impossible to release captive bred animals, including threatened species like elephants, polar bears, gorillas, tigers, and chimpanzees, into the wild. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Applied Ecology concluded that unless animals in the wild are protected, captive breeding won't make a difference. Captive breeding can offer a last chance when species face imminent extinction, but ultimately depends on reestablishing a population in the wild. This has been proved successful for some high-profile species, but in many cases it has not. Programmees can fail for many reasons, including delays in achieving successful breeding, failure to build up a self-sustaining population, domestication and loss of genetic diversity, and poor performance after releases into the wild. All of these facts were from www.peta.org. Facts about aquariums. Orcas living in aquariums suffer psychological damage and their life expectancy, quality of life, and fertility is greatly reduced. The size of an orca enclosure at SeaWorld has been compared to a human living out their entire life in a bathtub. That was from www.mygreenworld.org. In an emergency, when human evacuation is necessary, the animals have no way of protecting and sustaining themselves. An example of this is during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, where almost all of the 10,000 aquatic animals within the Audubon Aquarium of the Americas died when humans needed to evacuate. In the wild, dolphins can live into their 40s and 50s. Some have been documented to be more than 90 years old. But more than 80% of captive dolphins whose ages could be determined died before they turned 20, and those at SeaWorld and other marine parks rarely survived for more than 10 years, according to PETA.org. Some ways you can help are to join support groups such as International Primate Protection Leagues, the Born Free Foundation, and other organizations that work to preserve habitats, not habits. We should also help nonprofit sanctuaries like the Elephant Sanctuary, Performing Animal Welfare Society, and the Wild Animal Sanctuary that rescue and care for exotic animals but don't sell or breed them. I hope my speech helped open your eyes to the cruel reality of circuses, zoos, and aquariums, and I also hope that you try to do some of these ways that can help them. Thank you.